Stand. Good morning first. Gotta say good morning. All right, let's onto our toes and back onto our heels. Just wiggle your piggies. Lift tall, wake up your feet. Our feet are our foundation for our practice. So we gotta always start just waking them up, honoring them, loving, give a little self-love to those feet. And then align your ankles, knees, and hips. Have a neutral spine. Let me click somebody in here. And then as you align those ankles, knees, and hips, have a neutral spine with a slight tilt to your pelvis. Drawing the navel in, sternum up, shoulders down. We're going to engage that first root lock. So root locks are called our mudras also. So we're really going to focus in each practice. We're always engaging the bandhas, which is a lock, which is a mudra. And we use our hand gestures. So hands are like our control center, really. Like it kind of controls, directs us. We are directed with our hands. The saying, idle hands are the devil's workshop. So we can use our hands for positive encouragement and redirecting the energy in our body. So if we can go ahead and just be mindful, that's what we're doing when we're using our hand mudras and we're using those energetic locks. They're just redirecting energy, setting a new focus, a new pattern. So we're really going to, someone needs to mute. Let's see here. We're not muted on someone. And I hit mute all. So someone, if you guys can hit mute, there we go. I'm going to go back and do that again. Okay. So we're going to focus again on that pelvic floor. It's that engagement at the perineum, lifting through the sphincters and that lock, drawing that navel in towards the spine and lifting up towards the sternum is our second root lock. Our second lock, and then our chin is our lock. So there's 3 engagements we're going to use. And we're going to work on cultivating peace in our practice today. So we're going to utilize the prana mudra, and that is going to be taking our thumb. So our fingers are all connected to the elements. Our thumb is fire. Our index finger is, let's see, water, air. So fire is a universal consciousness. Air is individual consciousness. Ethers are our middle finger, and that's connection. Our ring finger, I'm like, what finger is this? It's earth, and that's our physical. And our pinky finger is water, and that's fluidity. So we're going to take our thumb as we work in with the elements, and that's energetically moving through our body. We're going to take our thumb, our ring, and our pinky together, as if you're doing the peace sign, right? But you're going to pull these fingers together, and they sit like this. So, and then we're going to just draw. So if you can see my hands, then we're going to just draw our elbows in and pull those palms up. So we're in the receptive mode. So we pull that energy in. So we're going to close our eyes, really ground ourselves with our feet, and really breathing in as we cultivate peace. Just breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Take a couple cleansing breaths. And then we're going to come to the Uiji breath. Breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Feeling the breath slow down. Be more deep and rhythmic in your breathing. And that Uiji breathing, it just feels like you can feel that audible toning in the back of the throat. You can feel that vibration as the breath flows in and out. It sounds kind of like a current of ocean as you breathe. This breath draws our parasympathetic system into a calming state. Again, drawing more peace within. It helps direct our attention into the present moment. Allowing our exhale to come longer than our inhale. Filling up our chest, feeling it expand as we breathe. Our belly expand as we breathe. Inhaling, filling the lungs completely. Exhaling, expelling all the air out. And then go ahead and rotate those hands towards your shoulders. And we're going to pull prana. So rotate those fingers inward. You're going to reach up and you're going to pull prana in, breathing in and out. And this time your breath is going to change. It's going to be quick and rapid. In through your nose, nostril breath. Inhales, you lift. Exhales, you pull down. Prana is that life force, that current, and we charge it through our breathing. building that energy in a peaceful state. If you feel lightheaded, you can stop at any time. Hang in there. You just got a couple more. And 4, and 3, and 2, and your last one. Pull down, and then bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Notice how you're feeling energetically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Observe without judgment. And in this space of acceptance, compassion, and love, we're going to begin our practice as we are open to receive what our practice has to offer us with humility and respect. Go ahead and lift the arms up nice and long. Lengthen the spine. Then soft bend in your knees. Exhale, fold. Shake your head. Lift your heels. Find some movement. And then lift up halfway. Lengthen. And exhale, fold. And then step back into kneeling. Knees and hips line up. Wrist and shoulders line up. Lengthen through the spine, then round, tuck the chin to chest, roll the pelvis under, and then come back neutral. Exhale as you come closed. Inhale as you come open. Flowing with your breath, one movement. Just warming up the spine. About 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. And spinal balance. So you're going to take your right arm, left leg, and lengthen it out. And hold. So really finding that dynamic tension as you lengthen. Flex into your back heel toes towards your mat. Keep your neck aligned with your spine. So taking your gaze just slightly over the nose edge of your mat. And then feel yourself as you resist in one direction to the other. Drawing navel in. Don't let your tummy sag. And then we're going to release and switch other side. Again, big and dynamic. Lengthening, reaching, flexing in that heel toe towards your mat. Engaging your legs, activating the muscles. Keeping navel in, arms lengthening, legs lengthening, reaching in opposition from one end to the other. Keeping neck aligned, belly engaged. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to flow side to side. You're going to reach, lengthen, and then release. Switch other side. One breath, one movement. Breathing in, breathing out. Several more each side as you reach. Regulating that current of energy through our body, through our breath. Building that vital life force as you breathe and move. Using asana, which is our postures, our physical movement, and then our breath. One more each side. I know I start to count, then I start to talk, then, we do a couple more. Place those hands down, knees and hips, and you're going to press back wide, knee child's pose. So make those knees wide. Sit back, tailbone towards your heels, reach your arms out. Forehead towards your mat. And then you're going to make big circles. So you're going to circle in one direction. Just wrap yourself around, shoulders and wrists will line up, then press yourself back. And again, big circles. Big circles. Through our practice, as we cultivate peace, our yoga practice is like gardening. We dig, we till, we plow, we turn. All as we nurture to help ourselves grow in order to blossom. Our practice allows us to go through a metamorphosis of change and transformation. And then move other direction. Move other direction. Again, pushing those hips back. This big circle, shoulders and wrists line up. several more. So we're working this internal and external and mental gardening within and around. So we can wake up, we can grow, we can learn, we can expand. We can blossom into our authentic selves. Now sit back nice and deep. Reach those arms. Then pull your knees in, lift yourself out, curl your toes under, and lift the tailbone to the sky for our first downward facing dog. Our shoulders and wrists line up. Our fingers are spread wide. So your fingers, your hands are grippy. They're like starfish, nice and wide with a nice foundation. Your arms are long, your ears and elbows side by side. As you reach your tailbone towards the sky, your spine is long. You can have a slight bend in those knees if you need to. Your heels do not have to touch the floor. If you want to build length and get a little deeper, lengthen those legs, place those heels down. Just work your spot into that downward facing dog. And then pedal your heels, shake your head. Get comfortable in that down dog as you feel length and strength happening in unity together. And then hold in your downward facing dog. Just hold and breathe. Then bring it out, plank pose. Shoulders and wrists will line up. Again, those hands are like suction cups. The knife of your hand kisses the mat. The center portion kisses out. Those fingertips press in. Roll the pelvis under, navel to spine. Press those heels back. If you need to find your knees with a long spine, you can always come kneeling. Your knees are always your friend through your practice. As you hold right here, let's go ahead and drop to those forearms. Keep a long spine. Again, elbows and shoulders line up. Don't let your tummy sag. Hold and breathe. Shift your weight a little further forward. Hold, hang in there. Again, if you need to be here with knees on your mat, you can with a long spine. Honor yourself in your practice. I'm just here to facilitate for you. I'm not there to see you, so make sure you're safe. And you got 4, 3, 2. You're gonna come down for Sphinx pose. So keep your elbows where they are, to slide them back slightly. And you're gonna roll your chest up. As you press into those forearms, slightly tuck your pelvis under. So you can stay here as you engage the glutes, feet flat to the mat, or you begin to lift your thighs up. And then eventually lift your heels off if you choose. You can stay pressing with those hips down into your mat with your pelvis tucked under. You press into those forearms if you lift your knees off. Pressing into the tops of those feet. Hold and breathe. Body may shake a little bit. Or you can just hold in that Sphinx and feel a nice stretch to your spine. Press into those arms. And then slowly release all the way down. Press into your hands and find Cobra. Shoulder blades down and back. Glue your toes to your mat. And as you hold into your Cobra, hover your hands. Engage your back. Zip through your thighs, toes glue down. Smile. Don't resist, breathe. And then release down, press upward, facing dog. If you need your knees, stay on them. You can pull off your knees if you choose, keeping feet flat. Press in, shoulders and wrists line up, spine is long. Round into your back. Cobra is always an option to stay in Cobra if up dog is too much. Hang in there for 4, 3, 2, and then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Sit nice and deep into your chair. Lift your chest, hands to prayer. Coming into the prana mudra with those peace fingers. Take your thumb, ring finger, and pinky finger. Draw the index and middle finger together. And just hold at those shoulders. Pressing the energy out with his fingers out. And just hold right here. Hold and breathe. Again, sitting deep in that chair, making sure your knees don't jet over your toes. It's very easy to want to just press forward. We really push back as your spine is long. Pushing that tailbone back, rolling the pelvis under. Fingers are together, finding unity and harmony with peace. Long spine, sit a little deeper. And then we're going to move. So reach up nice and tall. You can keep that mudra and bring it down. Pulling prana as we breathe in and out and flowing from chair. And lengthening towards Tadasana, mountain pose. Flowing in and out, breathing in and out. At this point, your breath can change. You can move in through your nose and out through your mouth as that heart rate elevates. Get invigorated. Sit a little deeper, lift a little taller. Physical exercise moves the energy in our body. Any stagnant energy clears the mind, produces happy endorphins. As we release serotonin and the dopamines, the oxytocins, all those good natural highs. We can get right here on our mat. You have 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, sit deep and hold it. You can roll that pelvis under. Sit a little deeper than you did last time. Pressing thighs together. Hold and breathe, navel engaged. Being mindful of those bandhas. Those are mudras. So we engage the pelvic floor, the navel, and the chin. Breathing in and out. And then lift up, reach nice and tall. Wiggle those fingers and take your left hand to your right wrist. Lengthen over the side body. Press your right hip to the side as you gaze up through your right armpit. Find that length. Deepen in with the breath. And then lift. And switch sides. Right hand to left wrist. Lengthen, lift, deepen, press that hip out. Gaze up through that armpit. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lift, and then you're going to take your fists. You're going to widen your feet. You're going to have a slight bend in those knees. You're going to press yourself forward. So as you're here, you just want to get that bending and shoulder blades down. You don't want to pinch your neck, so don't drop it. Round and press in. So you press those hips forward. So get that bend into your back, just warming it up. Round, deepen, hold, breathe, and then release the heel toe back together. Hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, lengthen in the monkey, and then exhale, fold. Walk your hands out, plank pose. Drop to those forearms, hold in that plank. Long spine, heels back. Again, if you need your knees for modification, find them. Roll the pelvis under, squeeze through the thighs, press into the forearms. Make sure your neck stays aligned with your spine, gazes over the top edge of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Hang in there. Your body begins to shake a little bit. Honor it. Feel it. Notice anything that pops up. No criticism, no judgment. Just hold and breathe. Feeling the energy still flowing. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, come all the way down, and you're going to find Sphinx. So just pull those elbows back, pull the chest up, roll the pelvis under. You can stay here as you press into those forearms, squeeze through your thighs and glutes, or you can lift those thighs up, pull all the way up, and press those knees off your mat. Feet are flat onto the mat, holding, breathing, either on those knees or hips down, or you can pull the hips up and knees up. Honor where you are today on your practice. Hold and breathe. Staying connected to that UIG breath. Breathing in and out through the back of the throat. It's audible toning, just like an ocean vibrates. You can feel that current charging through the body. And then release it down. Slide your hands back. Roll the shoulder blades down and back, cobra pose. Hover your hands, zip through those thighs, feet to the mat. Hold, smile, cheese. And then press your hands in and upward facing dog. Deep and down, round in that back. Breathe in and breathe out. And then lift your hips downward facing dog. This will be our first attempt to the top of our mat. So lifting your heels, squat into your thighs, little pulses into those thighs. To prep us, you can either step or hop to the top. Your hands are suction cups. Press into those hands. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2, and your last one, press in, hold, and take a big step or a big hop to the top of your mat. Then take a big inhale and find your chair. Holding in that chair, second time. Nice and deep. As we're in our chair, hold. We're going to lift, balancing chair. So lift your heels. Lifting our heels is just an option. You can keep your heels on the mat. Again, pulling prana with our peace finger mudra. Right here, pull those fingers to your side, fingertips out. Lifting those heels, sit another inch deeper down. If your heels are still on the floor, just still drop another inch down. Keeping spine long, pressing knees towards one another. Feeling that optimism, that positivity, that cheeriness bubbling forth inside as you smile and let go what no longer serves you. Hang in there, maybe drop another inch if you can. I know those legs are starting to wobble and shake. Maybe about 20 more seconds. You got this. Now if you want, reach those arms up. Pull those fingers inward towards each other. Breathing in, breathing out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, heels down, bring hands to heart center, take a big inhale, lift. And that's slow, hands to heart center and lift. Sit deep and lift. We're gonna alternate knees and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. You don't have to squat, you can just lift the knees. There is a place for everybody. Breathe. You can change that breath if you need to as that heart rate elevates. Breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth, feeling invigorated, energy charged, feeling healthy, radiant, and whole. You got 8 more, 7 more, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Lift it up. Hands to heart center. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Then take a big inhale, lift. Take your left hand to your right wrist. Lift it. Press that hip out. Second time. Lengthen through that side body. Gaze up to that armpit. Deepen, hold, breathe. And then release it other side. Take that wrist, lengthen through it. Press that hip. Inhale, exhale. And then lift it up. Heel toe those feet. Press in the fist with your back, shoulder blades down and back. Bend in those knees, shoulder blades down. Press it. Round it, deepen it. You can choose to stay right here. If you want to walk those hands back, you can. If you can bend a little deeper, you can take that gaze back behind you. Just an option. Then slowly lift it up. Heel toe those feet back together. Hands to heart center. Listen to my cues. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Take your left leg back, right leg forward. Drop to that back knee. Press those hips forward. Pull that chin forward. Lengthen. As you walk that foot a little further forward, make sure your knee does not go over your toe. So knee and ankle line up. Back leg lengthens. Into Anjaneyasana. Press and hold. Then step it back. Kneeling. Your chin, your chest is going to come down. Elbows tuck in. Tailbone high to the sky. Slither up. Cobra pose. Press up. Push up. Downward facing dog. Your left leg is going to kick. You're going to stack your hip. Lifting that knee. Let that foot dangle behind you. Then bring that leg through. Drop to your back knee. If you need to take your hand at your ankle, you can to push that leg a little further forward. You want to make sure that knee and ankle line up. Long spine, back knees down. Gaze is forward. Press those fingers to your mat. Opening up that space in your hips and your thighs. As you deepen in, take a breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. And then curl those back toes. Step up to the top of your mat. Take a big inhale, lift, and find your chair. Big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Right leg forward. Step back right where we just were. Press in. Notice yourself a little deeper than you were last time. Fingertips down. Gaze is forward. Press in. Breathe. And then take that leg, step it back, kneeling, chin, chest down, tailbone up. Cat pose, and then roll up, cobra pose. Then push up, downward facing dog. Take your right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Lifting that knee, let that foot dangle behind you. Open up your hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Then bring your leg through. Drop to your back knee. Again, if you need to take your hand to that ankle, walk that foot a little further forward. You can. Press it in, deepen down. Finding length as you press into those hips. Through the back leg, press in. Lengthening, deepening, strengthening. And then curl those back toes under. Step to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and find your chair. Hold right here in your chair. Reach those arms up, lift in those heels and sit back down. Lift in the heels, sit back down. Lift in the heels, sit back down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Here we're going to pull that prana, so find that peace mudra. Rotate those fingers in, fingers inward, and then pull that energy in. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Big inhale, reach, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Four more, three more, two more. Last one, reach, pull, lift tall, hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, monkey pose. Step it back, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Chaturanga, elbows, shoulders line up. Long spine, modify on your knees if you need to. And then press upward facing dog. Push up if you choose or press back to downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Increasing that energy. Through our sun salutations, lift your heels, squat in your thighs, gaze between your hands. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Big inhale, lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back downward, facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. That push-up's always an option. You can always just press back into downward facing dog without the push-up. Lift your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Lift tall, find chair. Lift tall, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Chaturanga, into that push-up form, roll upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. You can find child's pose at any time. Take a break where needed. Just hold right here in your down dog. Take your right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Bring that leg all the way through for warrior one. Back heel down. Press in, deepen, breathe. So imagine you have a clock around you. 12 o'clock's your big toe on your right foot. Left back foot, the roll the knife edge out to kiss the floor. That back big toe is about 11:30. Rotate the torso, those hips, your chest, your shoulders to the top edge of your mat, to the front, top edge of your mat, and rotate center, shoulders down. Again, engaging the bandhas, the pelvic floor locks, lifting through the sphincters, drawing navel back to the spine, lifting upward, drawing chin in, crown up. Press in to that thigh, hold and breathe. And then we're just going to bow over, reaching arms behind us, lengthening an airplane wings. Lengthen the chest to the side of your thigh, deepen down. And we're going to flow, lifting arms up, and then press them back. And then lift them up, moving the current and pressing back. Working with the elements, breathing in, breathing out. So we find that peace of mind. We have to break through those little encasements we place around our soul from birth, through our experiences, through our processing and reasoning, centers, through physical movement, through our breath, through our mudras, through our mindfulness, our meditativeness, multi-directional sequencing, feeling the energy current moving. All these things help us. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one, lift it up, hold it. Again, close your eyes right here. Visualize. As I said in the beginning, we're like a garden here. We're working deep within, down into the cellular structure. So squeeze into every part of your being. Squeeze into the tendons, the ligaments, the joints, the muscles, all of it. Breathe into that space. Infuse it with love. Got to nurture it. Nurture the body. So we work the physical essence. We begin to break away those layers within. Then we can really truly work inside of us. As we release those endorphins, we're open to the healing. And then hinge your body over, lengthen your body, press those palms back, really reach, lengthen the front leg shaky, hang in there. Feel an enhanced sense of awareness, lengthen, mindfulness. As we shift our mood, our perceptions, and our attitude. Finding peace within. Reach, lift those arms all the way back up, and then bring those hands down. Take that leg, kick it high to the sky. Then pull it into heart center, plank pose, chin to chest. Kick it up. Bring it out wide to your elbow, then kick it back up. Then crisscross, sit opposite elbow, opposite knee, dropping that hip, then kick it back up. You can always drop on to your left knee, kneeling, making the same motion. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up. Crisscross. You can stay on that left knee if you need to. Kick it up. One more time. Both 3 spots. Center. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up. Crisscross. Kick it up. Bring it out. Chaturanga, up dog. Push up. Down dog. Left leg kick. Stack your hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring that leg all the way through. Press that back, heel down. Press in. Again, 12 o'clock with that big left toe. Back foot, knife edge kisses the floor. 130 with your back right toe. Hips, torso, chest, shoulders, everything turns facing center. So you lunge into this front leg. Reach those arms high to the sky, shoulder blades down. Engaging the bandhas, which are the energetic mudras. So we press in, breathe out. Connecting to that Ujjayi breath, finding stillness within. Cultivation is an act of caring. Taking this time shows you care enough for yourself. We can take care of nurturing ourselves. We're better able to be of service to others. Press in a little deeper into that thigh. Lengthen your spine. Reach those arms back. Lengthen. And we're going to move. Lift up. And then flow. Press back. Lift up with compassion. Press back with hope. Lift up and breathe. Several more. Flowing with the prana, the breath, the energetic force, life current. Lift, breathe, lift, lengthen, lift, lengthen. Last one, lift and lengthen. Lift it up, hold it, press in, deepen. Legs are shaky. Hang in there. Woo! This is doing the work. Physically, energetically, soulfully. And then press it. Really shifting our moods, our perceptions, and our attitude into the light of peacefulness. That comes with hope, with faith, courage, with care, with compassion, and gratitude. Lift up, reach those arms deep and down, and let's meet the earth. Take that left leg, kick it high to the sky. You can drop to that right knee if you need to, and then pull that knee into your heart center, chin to chest. Kick it up, pull it out wide, knee and elbow, kick it up. Then crisscross, opposite elbow, opposite knee, dropping that hip. Then kick it up 2 more times, pull it in heart center, kick it up, out wide, kick it up, crisscross, kick it up 1 more, pull it center, kick it up, out wide, kick it up, crisscross, kick it up, and chaturanga, upward facing dog. Woo! Push up, downward facing dog. Check in, make sure everything's where you belong on your mat. Heels, pedal it out if you need to. Child's pose if you need it. Take a breath, honor yourself here in this space. Non-judgment, no critical thinking, just compassion and love. Then when you're ready, lift those heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, and find your chair. Lift nice and tall, hands of prayer. We're gonna move right from this space. So bring your hands prayer. You're gonna reach your arms up and step it back into a lunge. And then you're gonna pull it forward. And you're gonna switch sides, step it back. Pull it forward, step it back. And just alternate, forward and back. Crescent lunge, high lunge. Moving those arms, charging that current as you move in and out, linking breath with that movement. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. Several more. Keeping navel to spine. Smile. Don't take life so seriously. Don't take things so personally. Let go of expectations. Just be your best version of you, authentic and true. If you need a break, take it. Hang in there. This is where peace comes, so we can embody these principles. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. And then step to the top. Take a big inhale. Lift that right knee up. Lengthen that leg out. Balance, hold. And then step it back. Crescent lunge. Left leg forward. Reach those palms together. Prayer mudra overhead. Lunge nice and deep. We're going to pull those hands prayer, pull that knee up. Lengthen the leg. Reach the arms out. Balance. Hands back to heart prayer, lifting that knee. Reach those arms up, crescent lunge. Working on that balance and stability. Pull the knee up, hands to heart. Arms come out, palms come down, leg extends. Finding that distri, that focal point to help you balance. Bringing hands back into heart. Reach up, lunge deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, pull it in. Knee up. Extend, arms out, leg out. Back into heart. And press it back. Deep and down, connecting to those 5 elements. We got, how many was that? 2? We got 3. Lift up. Expand out, lengthen. Pull it back in. And step it back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull it up. Lengthen. Reach it out. Hands to heart. Lunge it deep. One more time. Pull it up. Lengthen out. Pull it in. And reach it up. Hold. Nice and deep into that crescent lunge. Then flip around to the back, warrior 1. Flipping. Now your left leg is your back leg. Your right leg is your front leg. Reaching those arms up. Deep and down. Hold and breathe. Bring opposite elbow to opposite knee as you revolve. Back heel is down. Back leg is long. Front leg, knee and ankle line up. As you are revolved internally, that cleanses the body through our breath. As we're internally wringing out, just imagine a dirty dish rag or sponge that you wring out. Push out the impurities through deep, mindful breathing. Couple more breaths. And then take that left hand down, rotate around, take that right foot, step it back, side plank, lift in your hip. If you need to modify, drop to your right knee. Come on to your right knee as you lift in that hip, top leg is extended. Left knee down if needed. Lift those hips, reach the arm. Reach the arm overhead, and you're going to rotate underneath as if you're going under a bridge through that left arm. Then open back up, hand high to the sky. Reach that arm up overhead. Then rotate underneath as if you're going under a bridge. Open up, overhead, underneath. Open up, overhead, underneath. You're fully extended or kneeling. Open up, overhead, underneath. Open up, overhead, underneath. 2 more, open up, overhead, underneath. Last one, open up, overhead, underneath, open, hold. Then bring it center in chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Hang out right here, hold and breathe. Take your left leg, kick it high to the sky, stack in your hip. Lift in that knee, then bring it through for warrior 2. Cartwheel those arms, center those hips, deep and down. Press in and reach those arms. As you sit deep, find that peace mudra as you represent those palms falling upward. Thumb, index, thumb, pinky, and ring finger come together. Index, middle finger, press out. Lunging deep in, and you're going to lift up and lunge deep. Lift up, lunge deep. Lift up, moving that prana. Moving through the asana, energetically charging the body as we redirect. We shift the paradigm, finding cohesiveness with the heart, with the spirit, and the body. Breathe in, breathe out with clear minds, clear visions, finding peace within. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one, lunge nice and deep. Hold, breathe, lengthen, Then drop that back right hand down. Lift that left arm up. Reach all the way up and over as you lunge deeper into your left leg. Then turn and center around to the front of your mat, back to crescent lunge on your right side. Crescent right here, hold it. We're going to move right through everything we just did on this side. So pull the hands to heart, knee comes up. Lengthen that leg, extend the arms. Pull the knee, hands to heart, lunge it right back. Reach it up, hands to heart, step it up, reach, kick that leg out. Pull that knee in, hands to heart, lunge it back nice and deep. Again, find that distri, that focal point. To extend, bring it in, lunge it back, pull it up, extend, reach, expand, pull it back in, lunge deep and dig deep. We're plowing, we're tilling, we're working the internal garden of the soul, of the mind. So we work physically on our essence. We grow. We learn as we cultivate with care and nurturing. Get deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Several more. Feeling peace within. That heart rate's elevated. Your body's wobbly, wibbly. And you're like, I don't know. How do I find peace? You find peace in the midst of it all. It's a state of being. Regardless of what you go through, choose peace. One more. And back and hold. Sit nice and deep. And then pivot around to warrior one. Sit nice and deep in this warrior one. Press that back heel out nice and long. That right leg is now your back leg. Left leg is now your front leg. Press into it. Reach those arms up. Then hands come to heart center as you revolve around. Opposite elbow. Opposite knee. Make sure that knee and ankle stay in alignment as you press that back heel down as you revolve around. Deep cleansing breaths. Feel that internal cleansing as you breathe, pushing out the impurities, the toxins. Feeling cleansed, feeling renewed, feeling invigorated and whole, feeling radiant health. Breathe it in. Exhale out what no longer serves us. And then bring your hand down. The right hand comes down, that left leg is going to step back, side plank. If you need to kneel, find your right knee. Your shoulder and wrist are going to line up. You're going to reach that arm up overhead. Then you're going to rotate underneath as if you're going under a bridge, and then you're going to open right back up. Overhead, underneath, open up, 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 overhead, underneath. One more, overhead, underneath, open, hold. Let those hips a little higher, reach. Then bring it center. Chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take the right leg, kick it up, stack that hip, lifting that knee. Bring that leg through for warrior two. Back heel down, lift the torso, press in. Ankles line up, right toes forward, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Center your hips. No sassiness. Reach those arms, expand through the heart center. And again, finding those peace finger mudras. Join those fingers together in unity. Palms up, lunge deep, lift tall. Lunge and lift, lunge and lift. Lunge, lift, lunge, lift. Lunge, lift, lunge, lift, lunge, lift, lunge, lift. And lift, and lift, and lift. Hang in there. Breathe in, Breathe out for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, lunge deep. Then drop that back hand down the back. Left leg, reach that right arm up and over. Deepen in. And then flip yourself around to the front of your mat, crescent lunge. Right back where we started in this series. And then step to the top, hands to heart. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet. Turn those toes out. Drop your tailbone down for Malasana, garland pose. So if you can't get all the way down, it's okay. If you can't get your heels down, it's okay. You can be up here with your booty up. Just be working, keeping navel engaged, toes turn out a little bit. Just do your personal best. If you can get your tailbone down, pressing forearms in. So we're going to work on crow and balancing. So you transition back into our chaturanga up dog. Just an option here. You can practice. So hands become our feet, working on arm balance. So as your hands come down, if you're low in your crow, those knees are on the outside, those forearms. You squeeze in. Engaging through the psoas, lifting internally. Again, engaging the bandhas. Gaze goes forward. So you can just lift one toe up and then the other. You can teeter-totter back and forth on those toes. You can stay on those toes, just shifting weight forward and back. Just getting playful at first, but you gotta step out of your comfort zone to grow. You gotta trust the process. If you fall over, fantastic. I want you to fall over. If we fall over in life, we pick ourselves back up. We learn, we grow from it. It's part of our gardening. Lift a little higher if you want. Those knees up. Just shifting that weight forward. Begin lifting those toes towards your bottom, heels up towards your bottom if you're balancing. Gaze is forward. Equal distribution balance. And then come back. You want to try one more time. And if you're in this space, if you can bring yourselves right out into plank pose and shoot your legs back, or you can step back to plank pose. A little chaturanga up dog, and push up, downward facing dog. Take your right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Bring it through, straighten both legs for pyramid. So as you're in pyramid pose, your stance is shorter, both legs are straight, you press your tailbone back, lengthen in this front leg, lengthen in your back leg, reach those fingers forward. Lengthen as you press your tailbone back, bring your forehead down. Reach, reach, reach with those fingers a little bit further forward. If you have to have a bend in that front leg, you can do so. And then we're going to find birds, so squat into that thigh, kick that back leg up, flex into that back leg, then lift the chest, squeeze into your back. Flying swan, hold. So you're squatted in that standing right leg. That back leg bends up, foot is flexed, chest pushes forward, scapulatory depression with your back palms face down. Lift the leg a little higher, breathe in, breathe out. Then you're going to pull that knee up, take opposite hand around, gaze goes back under that knee and balance. Now if you want to take your ankle and extend that leg, balance, hold, extend. You can take a yogi toe, hold at the same principle, and extend. That gaze goes behind you as your last option. Now we're going to kick that leg back behind us, pivot around, and come into a crescent. But that crescent, the pelvis is going to roll under, and that back knee is going to be bent. So it's a modified crescent. It's just tucked under. And just pulse into it, hands to your hips. Just pulse into that thigh, that front knee and ankle line up. That front toe now is your left toe. That back right hip is tucked under. That hip and knee line up. And hold it. Hold it. Then you're going to pivot open, goddess pose. Turn that open. And little pulses. Little pulses, little pulses. Draw the navel in. Keeping hands to hips at the moment, because we're going to move back and forth. That modified crescent to goddess pose. And hold for 4. Hold down deep. 3, 2, sit deep. 1. And then pivot back, roll the pelvis under, and then come back to goddess. And then pivot back, moving back and forth. Sit deep, pivot tuck, pivot around. If you want to add your arms, reach them up, then open up. Reach up, open up, reach up, then open, reach up, then open. Again, find that place that you can move. It can be slower, more methodical, being mindful as you move. Breathe in and out. Feeling that current of energy moving and flowing with you. Feeling balanced and centered as you move, even if you fall over, the internal balance. And your last one, come back to that crescent, hold it, modify it, tuck it, hold and breathe through it. Then open back up to that goddess and hold it, palms out, sit deep. Whoop, start to fall over, catch myself, yes. Sit deep, hold. Then place your hands down, draw the right shoulder down, gaze up over your left shoulder as you press into those thighs and rotate through your spine. Sit a little deeper. Then rotate other side. Then bring it back center, lift up nice and tall, then have a seat. Lift up tall, have a seat. Lift up tall, have a seat. Hang in there, sit a little deeper, lift a little taller, 2 more. And your last one, lift up tall, then pivot around, crescent lunge to the top of your mat. Get a little deeper down, then drop to your back knee. Hands come down, press that hip forward. Walk your foot to the knife edge of your mat. Then roll your foot to the knife edge of your foot. Take your right hand, press it into your right thigh, rotate, shoulder stack, gaze up. If you want to increase the intensity, pop off your back knee. Hold it. Really open up that space in those hips and your thighs. Hang in there. And then bring it center. Hands come down. Take that leg, kick it up. And then tap the floor down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take the left leg, kick it up. Hang in there, stacking that hip. Bring it through for a pyramid stance. So straighten both legs. That stance is shorter. Those ankles are lined up. That back foot has a slight turn out to it. As you press your hips back, lengthen in your legs. Reach your crown forward. Find that length in opposition. As you dynamically lengthen, press into those hands, press into those feet. Those knees, you can have a slight bend if you need to for modification. If you can straighten them to the best of your ability. And take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen, forehead towards your knee. Breathe. Connecting to that positivity, that optimism, that cheeriness within. As we have cultivated peace, we awaken to bliss. And then lunge into that front leg. Kick that back leg up. Bend in that knee, flexing that foot to the sky, then lift the torso. Pull that chest forward. Scapulatory depression. Squeezing those elbows down and back, squatting into that standing leg. Swan pose, hold and breathe. Remember to smile, relax the face, allowing those feel-good endorphins to flow. Breathe in, breathe out. Then slowly lift that knee up. Take opposite hand under that knee. Shoulder stack, gaze comes behind you. If you reach that right arm back, you can take your hand at your ankle. You can also take a yogi toe hold. The gaze going back is your last option once you get yourself in position. If you fall over, fantastic. You just pick yourself back up. And then slowly you're going to release it. Pivot yourself back around and then roll that pelvis under as you face the back of your mat. The modified lunge, lunge deep. Little pulses, hands to hips. So your right toe is now forward, knee and ankle line up, back, knee and hip line up as you have that pelvic tilt. Pulsing in, pulsing out. In 8, in 7, in 6, in 5, in 4, in 3, and 2, sit deep, hold. And you're gonna open up, turn those toes, sit deep into goddess. Then you're gonna pivot back, roll under pelvis, crescent, then back to goddess. Then just move. Nice fluid motions. Sit nice and deep. Then open up. Sit nice and deep. And you may lose your balance. Perfectly normal. I do. It's part of the process. If you want to add your arms, open up. Then reach those arms as you come crescent. Open up into goddess. Reach them up crescent. Open up goddess. Reach them up crescent. Open up goddess. Reach them up crescent. Open up. Sit deep. Open up. Sit deep. Flowing 4 more. 3 more. And 2 more. You got 1 more time flowing back. And then come back into that crescent. Hold it. Tuck it under. Hold it. Squeeze. Breathe. Then find your goddess and open up. Sit nice and deep right here and hold. Place your hands to your thighs. Drop your right shoulder down. Feel that revolution through your spine. Gaze goes up over your right shoulder. As you draw that pelvis down, pressing into those thighs. And then rotate other side. And then lift up, pivot around. Woo! Crescent lunge. Keep moving, slide, slide, slide. Drop down to your back knees. You press those hips forward. Hands come down, and you walk your foot to the knife edge. Push it off the mat and roll your foot to the knife edge of your foot. Take left leg, left hand, press into it, rotate those shoulders stacked. If you want to increase the intensity, kickstand that back leg, lengthen it, hold, and breathe. It's just an option. Breathe into it. And then release it, drop to the knee, hands come down, take that leg, kick it up, and then relax, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. You're gonna hop to the top and have a sit on your bottom. Hop, sit, lift into boat. Shoulder blades down, pulling that chest. So balancing on our sits bones. Have that bend in your legs. Pull that chest forward. If you need your hands for assistance, you can keep them right here. If you're able to reach those arms out, reach them out. If you're able to lengthen those legs, lengthen those legs. Hold, hold, hold. Regulate the prana. Breathe in, breathe out. Connect to that UIG breath. Smile. Release the tension. Feel peace. Feel bliss. And then we're going to lower it down. And then lift right back up. If your hands are under your knees, you can tap your feet down and then roll it back up, nice and slow. If you need assistance also and you want to come, you can pull your legs here and pull up and tap and lift. If you want to come all the way down, then all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Hang in there, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, lift, hold wherever you are. If your hands are back behind you, you can place them back under your knees. Arms out to your side. You can also lengthen those legs back and breathe. Then bring them down, sit tall, and take a big inhale, exhale, fold. Good job, good job. Amazing, good job. Just deepen down a little bit, maybe rock side to side, moving the fatty tissue from your bottom to get a little more length. As you press your tailbone back, reach your crown Forward, point forward with that chin, and exhale down without collapsing your chest. Lengthen through it. Feeling yourself getting a little deeper with each inhale and each exhale. And then we're going to work on cow face pose. So you're going to take your right leg on top, left leg comes underneath, and you're going to cross. So this might be all you get. This might be like, okay, this is all I got. If you're able to pull your legs through, you want to try to meet the knees. It's okay if you can't. If you can't get here, you got to start somewhere. So you can start with your foot on the floor. You can flatten that foot, just cross your legs, or bring it back. If it's too much, you don't have to get this deep. If you can pull in, now we're going to reach. So it's the right leg on top, right arm comes up. Wrap that left hand underneath, clasp with those fingers, expand through the chest, and exhale, fold. So if you can't reach your fingers, you can have a sock, a towel, a strap, whatever you have. You can use your back, or you can just imagine. Imagery is just as powerful. That's why we love to daydream. We can daydream, but if we just stay stuck and don't take action, it always stays a dream. So right here, just visualize setting that intention, reaching for those fingers if you have them or not. And then pull your chest forward. And then lift up. And we're going to switch. Crisscross those legs. Right leg comes underneath, left foot comes on top. And that foot can just kind of hang to the side, and as you slowly just begin to pull and pull and pull, it gets a little deeper, and those knees will end up lining up. Feet will be at your hips, spine will be long, and then you can reach that left arm up, bend into the back, right arm comes underneath, reach for those fingertips. Just do your personal best. You don't have to clasp them. Just visualize that you are feeling that stretch. Pull your chest forward, exhale down. Breathe in hope. Exhale, gratitude. And then lift up nice and tall. Unravel those legs, shake them out, find butterfly. Heels come together, knees out wide, pull your chest through. Now your knees may stay up here, and you may be like, this is as far as I can get. Fantastic. Listen to your body. If you can pull those heels a little closer, pull those knees down, pull your chest forward. Just find what works for you. And then lift up nice and tall, and let's find our lotus pose. Crisscross those legs. Just do your best as you sit tall. You can be half lotus. If you want to come into full lotus, you can wrap that foot, but don't do it if it hurts. You can just sit in that crisscross applesauce, whatever works for you. So as we're sitting here, we're going to come back to that peace mudra. It is drawing peace within. It's the prana mudra. So take the thumb, ring, and pinky together, extending the index and middle finger. So we connect through those elements. Point those elbows to our side, palms up. Pulling that peaceful state of mind within. As we cultivate peace, we awaken bliss. This is our true divine essence. We are created in God's image. We are created to be prosperous, abundant, and blessed. Created to be in joy. That is our true gift, the seed of our soul. If we live anything less than this state, we're not living our perfect design. So as we cultivate bliss, we manifest heaven here on earth in our day-to-day experiences. So find peace within, trusting the process, having hope with gratitude. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. And we'll take a big inhale, lifting arms all the way up, one for the mind. Exhale back down. Big inhale for the body. Exhale. And inhale for the spirit. Exhale. And you go out and have a magnificent day. Be a positive light, making a good impact into this world. Namaste. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.